Hello students, I am your science expert Preeti ma'am and I am going to teach you chapter number 2 of science, nutrition in animals. The topics that I am going to cover are the 5 stages of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. You know students that in the last chapter we had studied about nutrition. What exactly is the nutrition? You know that all living things, they have certain features that help us to distinguish them from non-living things. You know that living things, they breathe, they eat food, they grow in height, they excrete, they reproduce, give birth to new young ones, and even respond to the stimuli. You know, all these processes which are essential for life, they are called as life processes. The process by which an organism takes in food and uses it, it is called as nutrition. And different organisms in different way take in food. Some of them make their own food, which are called as autotrophs. And others, they do not make their own food. They depend on others for food. They are called as heterotrophic. Heterotrophic. So, what are heterotrophic? Organisms which do not prepare their own food. They depend on other animals for food. They are called heterotrophs. Why they depend on others? Because they cannot prepare their own food, because they don't have chlorophyll in them. So they cannot prepare their own food. So we all animals are heterotrophic. We cannot make our own food. We depend on plants or on other animals for nutrition. We need food to get energy, to grow in height, and to repair the damaged tissues. So, nutrition in animals, it consists of 5 different stages. It consists of 5 different stages of nutrition. Ingestion. Ingestion is the process by which an organism takes in its food. And this is the first step in animal nutrition. We need to take in food. Most of the animals take in food using their mouth or mouth part. So, ingestion is the taking in of the food to get the nutrition. The second stage of nutrition is the digestion, the food which is taken in by the body. The food which is taken in by the body has to be converted into simple substances. So, digestion is the process by which the body breaks down the food that is eaten into soluble nutrients. that can be easily absorbed. The food which is easily absorbed and converted into that form which is soluble, break down into simple substances, is called as digestion. Next stage of nutrition is the absorption. The food which is converted into soluble nutrients has to be absorbed. So, absorption is the process by which simple soluble nutrients which is converted over here in the digestion process obtained after digestion are taken up by the body. They are observed by the body. So, the process by which simple soluble nutrients obtained after digestion are taken up by the body is called as absorption. The next stage of nutrition is the assimilation. To assimilate. Absorbed nutrition becomes the part of the body. What is exactly the meaning of this? The food absorbed by the cells is used in different processes, like we studied earlier. The food which is absorbed is used to get the energy, to grow and to repair damaged tissues or to repair old tissues. So the process by which absorbed nutrients become a part of the body is called as assimilation. And the last and the final stage, that is the fifth stage of nutrition, is the digestion. The process by which materials that are not digested, because there are many materials, fibers, seeds, these are not digested by the body. Means the materials that are not digested, they are thrown out of the body, which are not absorbed, are thrown out of the body, is called as digestion. You can have a look at the whole of the digestive system of human beings, which we are going to study in the next lecture. But we should know that there are 5 stages. Even we come up with the 5 stages of the nutrition. Absorption, then comes the digestion, which occurs over here in the stomach, in the intestine. Then comes assimilation, which is assimilated by the intestine. Then ingestion from the anus. So these are the 5 stages. Different animals, they eat or ingest food in different ways. Herbivores, carnivores and omnivores have different mouth parts adapted to different modes of eating. Herbivores, they depend on plant products. Carnivores are those which depend on other animals, and omnivores which feed on both plants and animals. For nutrition, they are called as omnivores. Animals such as dogs and a buffalo, it bites and chews their food. Snakes And frogs, it swallow their food whole. It eats the whole. It does not bite it. It feeds or eats the whole of the animal, and then it digests it. Whereas butterflies and mosquitoes, it suck up fluids using their tube-like proboscis. Butterflies and mosquitoes, they have tube to suck. You might have seen the mosquito sucking blood. It has tube to suck up liquids using their tube-like structure, which is called as proboscis. So these are some of the important groups of animals which obtain nutrition from food, and we will study more about it later on, but these are some of the questions related to this much, the 5 stages of nutrition. Let us just go through it. What do you mean by digestion? So, the process by which the body breaks down the food that is eaten into soluble nutrients and that can be absorbed easily, it is called as nutrition. Write the different stages of nutrition. So there are 5 stages of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. And in the next question, we are going to define all the 5. That is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Next question, how do dog and cow take their food? Dog and cow, they bite and chew their food. This should be your answer. Blanks and planks swallow their food whole. It does not bite, it just swallows it. So who are those? Snake and frogs. Butterfly, next question. Butterflies and mosquitoes suck up liquids using their tube-like structure called, what is it called? Proboscis. So this is the related question and answers. So with this we come to the end of the lecture now. We'll continue with the digestion or the nutrition in human beings in the next lecture. So till then, bye bye. See you.